If you're looking to make solar simple, give Ron Domenico with AD Energy a call. All-day energy made simple. Solar solutions with zero down, options to lease or finance, and roofs and trees are no issue. Call Ron Domenico at 609-226-2802 and tell him you saw him on the Sports Box.
Well, hello again, and welcome to the show that's probably better than a nice prophylactic. This is the Sports Box. My only opinion that matters. It's right here. I am Mike Galetta, the Mike Galetta, a.k.a. Hampton Mike, along with my partner, Brian, the Ranger of Tar. Brian, how are you today?
I'm great, sir. How are you today?
Oh.
Nice. I like
God.
that.
Nice and soft.
Nice and just...
If not, you freaking yell at me. So anyway. Today we're going to talk about the NBA Finals, and it's done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately this wasn't, I don't think, that entertaining of a series. Golden State does win 5 games. What a surprise. But, Brian, you take down a little bit of the games here and there. We talked a little before the break. Kevin Durant, I think he had his decent series.
Yeah, so he led Golden State in scoring in every single game. And that's Steph Curry's on the floor too, so.
Wow.
How about that?
Wow.
I don't know. It didn't seem like these games were that competitive, Mike. I got to tell you. I mean, other than, you look back at Game 3 when Cleveland had to, they grasped defeat from the hands of victory. The Warriors going 11-0 run.
Was that the last 3 minutes of the game? Like the Cavaliers walked off the floor? So
maybe LeBron had that control or disconnected, he just stopped playing.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought Game 3 because I'm going to make a point about LeBron. Everybody knows I'm not that big a fan of LeBron.
Is this a rant light?
I could put it on, but it's not that big of a rant light. Rant light's so dead. Okay. Anyway,
like the Cavaliers.
We'll have to get it on the budget. Anyway, the whole thing with LeBron and me is that LeBron is a great player. He's the best player in basketball right now. I'd be dumb to say he's not. Okay, but you're not going to lay the whole series on him. But I am going to say if he's going to have that status of Jordan, Kobe as one of the best players of all time in the last minutes of the game or even the quarter, he's got to step up. In the last 3 minutes of Game 3, can't tell me Kobe, Jordan, or any other of the superstars wouldn't have did something to stop that 11-0 run. You take an offensive foul. You steal the ball. You foul somebody. You do something to stop the momentum that Golden State had to turn that game totally around in the last 3 minutes of the game. But he was nowhere to be found. And maybe that's just one game. Okay, you can pin that one game on. But there was, I believe it was Game 2, where he disappeared in the fourth quarter. I think he had 3 shots. I mean, games like that just boggle my mind about people that want to defend LeBron for his, clutch performances. Stuff like that. You can't do that if you're LeBron James.
Listen, the Warriors, they hadn't lost a game up until, Game 4 of the series.
Right.
In the playoffs. I mean,
correct.
That's a team that...
Right. Wasn't a mismatch yet. I mean, you're talking about...
Well... Yeah, but they're the 2 best teams.
Oh, absolutely.
Which, we go back to not that long ago, we talked about the idea of resting players in the regular season. This is why. Exactly. You think Golden State cared?
3rd year in a row.
What do they care? They have to get to this point with everybody healthy.
3rd year in a row this matchup happened.
You know what? The NBA regular season, by far, is the most irrelevant sports regular season of all time, of any sport, including baseball. Because in baseball, with double the games, it's still more important. And guess what? Is going to be these 2 teams again next year in the finals? Probably.
More than likely, yeah.
Sure. Warriors probably going to win? Probably.
Yeah.
Why watch the season, right? But again, listen, Kevin Durant won a championship.
Yep.
I will say this. I will say this. Everybody gets on LeBron for going to Miami win championship. Let's not absolve Kevin Durant here either.
No, and it looks worse for Durant because Oklahoma City lost to them 3-1 in the series. He said, okay, let me go join him.
Can't be able to join him, right?
Right. I mean, listen, this is the way the NBA is set up. If you want to do it, you do it. LeBron did it. He just did it bad when he went down to Miami because he said, I'm going to do the whole South Beach thing and we're going to build championships and all that because that was the way he did it was garbage. Now, is he going to leave next year and go to a super team? Who knows? The way LeBron is, who knows? He might leave to go to another team to win a championship again. Who knows? I don't know if he could win in Cleveland.
Well,
I don't think he has a shot in Cleveland to win it.
Well, in a bizarro universe, there it is.
Ah! Wow.
Did I miss something?
Wow.
Wow.
Could you see that if that happens? There's only one ball.
I've decided to take my talents to the Bay Area.
Wow. Oh, that would be totally relevant to watch NBA basketball. You just see one team plow through, maybe go undefeated.
Listen.
The entire year.
I mean, I'll tell you this: if you are a Cavs fan, if you're a fan of sports in Cleveland,
yeah,
you still can't be mad. You can't be mad.
See, I I don't like the fans in Cleveland Cavaliers only for one reason, because, and it's probably not the same people, but when LeBron left the first time, Cleveland went nuts, burning his jerseys, doing this. Oh, F you, LeBron.
Hold on.
All of a sudden he comes back, they have him up, they're buying jerseys again, they love him.
I happen to know some Cleveland fans.
Okay.
Through my work around the country.
Okay.
Here's the thing, right? You got to take yourself back to where Cleveland was at that time.
Cleveland sucks.
So, Browns, not a really good football team ever, pretty much.
Right.
The Indians, I know they lost the World Series last year, but the Indians are mostly well known for, the Major League.
Major League moves, yeah.
So, seeing him leave his hometown the way that he did, I completely understand that reaction. And at the end of the day, we root for laundry, right? We root for laundry. We root for people in these shirts, right? That's what we root for. So they just won a championship. Now that Cleveland, as a city, finally got that championship last year with the Cavaliers, which was the most improbable thing, right? As a Cavs fan, I got to tell you, you really can't be mad. You can't be mad. They have like a 10-year grace period.
Awful. Anyway, let's talk about Game 4 real quick, because I want to get that before we jump off.
The one that they won?
Yeah, and you know what? If you don't want to think that sports are fixed, to be honest with you.
We're going down this road.
I'm going
down this road. Okay,
I'm driving the mad truck down this road, okay?
Okay, we're going there.
How in God's name does the NBA allow that refereeing in that game? First of all, folks, if you haven't read the NBA rule book, there's no self-passes allowed in the league. For LeBron to throw the ball up to himself off the backboard, that's a self-pass. It's a fucking travel. Yeah, I said it. It's a travel, for crying out loud. I'm not worried about all the traveling calls in that game because they don't call traveling in the league. Okay? But some of the foul calls in that game, are you freaking kidding me? Guys flopping. Listen, in my own opinion, and just as me, because I'm sure Brian's not going to jump on my bandwagon over here, okay, is the league wanted to extend this series a little bit longer. So maybe you get the referees before the game and say, hey, listen, we want to get the Cavaliers in this, so we want to, hey, not that they didn't shoot good, they shot 24 three-pointers. That's going to help them in itself. But it was funny to me how the Cavaliers went to the foul line 25 times to Golden State's 4 in the first half. That's a little bit of a mismatch there. But anyway, I won't say any more, but the referees are jokes. That was joke. That and the NHL referees were awful this year too, by the way. So I'm not just playing one side or the other.
I think I hear the X-Files music in the background. Like the conspiracy theory?
No. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. The NBA is cheap like that and shady like that to try to extend the series just to get ratings. But you know what? They couldn't do it in Game 5 because Cleveland just didn't have the horses to run with this team. I mean, you got Draymond Green, you got Klay Thompson lighting it up, Steph Curry obviously hitting a lot of three-pointers near the end of the game. I mean, this team is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
I got to tell you, the part that, again, listen, congrats to the Warriors. Listen, they were motivated. Kevin Durant went there to win championship, but he got it done. After blowing it last year.
Yeah.
They really wanted to win.
They had something to play for, and you look at the Cleveland team, I mean, Kevin Love stinks. J.R. Smith showed up in the last game. He was hitting a lot of free balls. Ian Shumpert stinks. Derek Williams, you got James Jones, Kyle Korver didn't come up big. Tristan Thompson stinks. You got a lot of guys on this teams that are mutts. That's the problem.
Not a big basketball guy. I don't claim to be, but I will make one point.
Okay.
And I think it happens more in basketball than anywhere else. Everyone has been trying to crown the next fill in the blank in the NBA, I feel, for 20 years.
Yep.
Whether it's the next Jordan, the next Kobe Bryant, the next... And I think that it's because we as sports fans want to have been around when, greatness is there. It really... Listen, and I'm taking nothing away from LeBron James as a player. I may not, really like him personally, but who cares? The next Jordan... just let him be him. Why has he got to be Michael Jordan? Why is it always, who's the greatest of all time? Is it Michael Jordan or is it LeBron James?
He is.
The game is completely different in 2017 than it was 20 years ago. You didn't have free agency the way that it is.
I agree, but you're also going to have that conversation all the time because he's the best player in basketball. Same thing with hockey with Sidney Crosby. You want to put Sidney Crosby in there with Gretzky and all the great ones now. You know what? You might have to start thinking about talking about him in that conversation. It's the same thing with LeBron, but with me and LeBron is people want to put him up on that pedestal to make him Jordan or Kobe, whatever. He's not there yet because, in my opinion, he doesn't do what Jordan and Kobe did. He's been to 8 finals. He's 3-5 in the finals. He's not 5 for 5 like Jordan was, or he's not, Kobe did it without Shaq. There's different features that don't make LeBron that person. LeBron the best player? Absolutely, he's the best player in the game right now, without a doubt, hands down. But is he up there yet? No, to be determined. Yeah, he comes out of the East. He stinks, folks. He's been going to the finals how many years in a row? He sucks.
You think the West is any good?
No, well, the West
It's all relative. It's going to be these same two teams. Listen,
the West has better teams in the East, like the Spurs and the Rockets. There's formidable components over there. Warriors are that much dominant team.
Hey, real quick, the 2018 NBA Finals, Cavs Warriors. Warriors in 6. There you go. Hey, I'll put it down right now. How about that?
Folks, we can go on with like a half-hour show here, but we're not going to. We're not going to bore you on this one, because then I'll try to tackle Brian. But anyway, thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. You definitely want to check us out on social media, because we're everywhere.
Absolutely. So, the NBA draft's coming up next. We'll definitely be covering that, but make sure that you're subscribing to the Sports Box on a couple different ways. Facebook and Twitter both are at Sports Box Show. You can definitely find us there. YouTube channel, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do. You get all our content right when it's posted. Make sure you're on the ride as we join the Sports Box train coming to your city.
I can't wait to talk about Lonzo Ball and how much of his dad's a big douchebag. So I can't wait to talk about that.
LeBron James better than Lonzo. Better than
LeVar.
LeVar.
Yeah.
$495 shoes. What the hell do you think you are, bro?
I got your shoes right here. Here, buy me one. Oh, I'm sorry.
Jeez.
What's that? Oh, we gotta put the G rating off. Gotta take it off. Anyway,
listen, the censors are. We're gonna get angry emails.
That's all right. I just hope Redbird's okay. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Did you hear? So real quick, while you mentioned that, right? So Redbird was a Falcons fan who gave us crap during the playoffs for picking against the Falcons.
He's probably in a ditch somewhere. Probably threw himself off a bridge.
While we're talking about greatness, right?
Yeah.
The New England Patriots, in what is to me just
you got to bring us up
epic level troll job, which I respect, right? The ring for the championship has 283 diamonds. Now, Mike, do you know the significance of that?
Was that because they won from a 28-3 deficit?
Did you know that the Patriots were down 28-3 late in the third quarter of the Super Bowl and came back to win?
And ran the ball 5 more times after that, yeah.
Listen, I'm not a big fan of most of them come out of Boston. Well done, New England Patriots. I love that.
You were trolling for that.
I love that. You know what? Twist that knife, man. Just twist that knife. That's what it's about. Twist that knife. I love it. I'm not a Patriots fan, okay? I love it though.
Here come the Falcons. Here come the Falcons fans.
Have not been a Pats fan since Super Bowl 39 for obvious reasons. I was a big Pats fan that night. Tell you what, that was great.
Can't wait for the NFL up for you. Anyway, keep an eye out. Make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell. Get some fresh content. You get alerts right away. And remember, at the Sports Box, the only opinion that matters. It's right here in the New England ring.
Guess what? If we were up 25 points Super Bowl, guess what? We're taking that bitch home. I'll tell you that.
Oh, see ya.
This episode of the Sports Box is brought to you by Mic'd Up Entertainment and DJ Mike Velardi. For all of your event planning needs, make sure you contact Mike at 609-864-5925 and tell him that you saw him on the Sports Box.
1, 2, 3.
Don't forget to subscribe.